Welcome back, Whalers fam, to another League Night vlog. It's a very busy week, as I've talked about in the past videos. We are going to be bowling every other night this week, so the train keeps rolling into Monday now. And yeah, we're into trios basically to sum it all up. As you can see, my arsenal is on the screen on the right side. As always, the names of each bowling ball pop up. They're not sequenced correctly in accordance to the picture, so judge it how you will. Anyways, so going into this evening, it's the second week. Our week one average was 191, so that's a little high for me anyway, because I'm not used to bowling at a 191 average, especially coming from being 164 in the fall season to right now where we're seeing pretty much a 180 average situation occur. So that's the short story there. Anyhow, it's another night of league. It's trios. It's a little faster. So we'll see how we keep up throughout the night. And on to game one. You guys go. Make sure to tap that like and subscribe button as well to help our channel continue to grow here on YouTube. Thank you. Alrighty, so we're back with the end of game one here. Little 10-pin shot here. Looks pretty good, by the way. Not too bad. With the 10-pin spare, as you saw. So tonight we are playing a vacancy, so there's no opponents other than us on the lane. So when you play vacancy, you have to get within a certain amount of pins for them to actually award you the standings point. So I believe it's you got to be within 30 on total and within 10 of your average to get the point. So, and obviously a lot of you remember at the beginning of the video I said 191 is the average. Well, we have to bowl 181 a game or better to secure that point. So, obviously in this game and the miss spare in the foundation frame, the max out we can get was 176. It goes down a little bit more after these throws here. So, on matchup specifically, I will lose a point for this game. Although my average is obviously way too high this early on. So right now we're looking for that balance at 384, or sorry, not 384. I don't know why I said that. 184 and 185 per game. That's where we want to be this summer, ideally, to keep us comfortably over 180, so on and so forth. So for this game, we did lose that. I did lose that point on matchup, and Raphael, I believe, tied his average as well. TJ will take his point successfully, and however, this particular matchup on paper also didn't give us the 2 points either. So only a couple points from game one. A little bit more work to do. Got to be a little bit sharper. So hopefully we can fix a lot of the little things. A little bit of splitting, a little bit of miscue with some spares. I mean, that pretty much is what it breaks down to. So why we got that 165 was due to that one split we had, a missed 10 pin, and then another right side spare that I probably should have used another ball on just to stay safe. If I pick up one of those spares, I easily get the point. So we pretty much missed out a little bit there, which hopefully we can fix in game two. Enjoy. Alrighty, a much better game too, as you guys see right now. We're working on a triple here. Raphael kind of blocking a little bit, but it's alright. We can work with it. We split here in the second to last throw. Fill ball is just going to be me picking up this one pin here. I tried to give myself a chance on this one, but I've never done that split convert before, so yeah. Anyways, Raphael's going to finish up here. He didn't have a good luck of the draw in this one. As you can see, there's a lot of opens. He does get the spare though to move on to a fill, and he'll strike on that fill. So hopefully he'll be able to pick it up a little bit in game three. He will lose the point on his matchup of vacancy. However, TJ is just going to keep taking care of business, as you guys see here. He will also go on to take his matchup point. I will as well for game two. So that'll help, at least for the evening so far. However, for the team breakdown, because of Raphael having a rough game, that does cause us to lose game two, regardless of what me and TJ were doing. So it is what it is. We could still have a good night. Just need a really, 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 really good game three here to fix all the cracks that we had. I will say I haven't. It's not often I'm bowling a vacancy, but I will admit that I actually don't like bowling a vacancy in a league like this because there's no one next to you. You can go a little slower if you wanted to, but we end up going at the pace that we usually do. So yeah, it's a little eh. But anyways, enough of that. On to game three. Alrighty, we're getting wrapped up here on the evening here in Monday Night Trios. TJ's on a run of strikes right now, so we're going to show you every strike until it's not from him for the rest of the way. We get a little difficult split here. In the 8th frame, we're going to throw it down with the vibe and pray that it picks it up. The vibe hooks a little too early on me, but got to regardless. We got TJ up in the 8th again, getting another strike. No problem there for him. I'm back up to try to make it right. Although we are on the ropes a little bit here, and we sadly 7-pin, which makes it a little bit harder to take the last point on the vacancy for us. We will take a spare into the foundation frame regardless. We got Raphael up now in the 9th frame. Ball goes up, and he will clear the deck completely. He's on 3 strikes. TJ's still working a bunch of strikes here. Same situation once again. Going into the 10th frame now with us. First up, ball looks decent here. And it's just going to get a bunch of carry here. Probably, I think that's the 5-pin. I don't remember off the top of my head looking at it right now. But either way, it's a spare. Pretty sure it was actually a 5-pin. But anyways, Fill ball shot, we make it to fill. We are not going to cover the vacancies numbers here, so the only thing we could really do is contribute some extra pins toward the total to make sure we can get within that threshold that they will award us the total wood points. TJ leaves a pin up here. He'll take the spare on this shot. And then you're going to see him take care of business on his fill shot as well. So either way, a good, really good game three like we needed. We took game 3 points as well as total. Well, we fell within the threshold for total anyway, so they awarded us the total. I don't know what the rule is exactly on this because there wasn't a rules packet given to us at the start of the season. So, and I didn't go to this meeting at the beginning, so I don't really know what all the thresholds were when vacancies were in play, which I don't even think they were thinking about vacancies at the time because there was a sudden pop up of vacancies. But anyhow, on to the full evening breakdown, which will appear right now. The personal series we do only take 1 point on our matchup, sadly, but the team series we are going to take 5. Team record improves to 28 and 14, only 3 points back now from first, which is still really, really good after 2 weeks. I finish under 36 under average, which I talked about in the beginning because this was going to be something that would happen soon. It happens now because as I mentioned, 191 is a little too high for us right now. Great standard, but not really what, we're looking for. We're trying to be 180 or higher, but 191 off the rip is a lot to work with. So I'm really glad that at the end of the day, that average of mine is going to go down a little bit more going into next week. So that'll keep us a bit more honest in the summer season. So that's the only way I look at it right now. But yeah, Trios week 2 is in the books. There's 11 weeks, so it's short and we just got to stay with it, really. That's all there really is to it. Different points format in comparison to the other leagues that I do, but either way, we still are doing really good in this league, and next week's just another week to keep chipping away. With that said, guys, if you liked the video, make sure to tap that like button, subscribe as well to the channel for future content and videos. Make sure you check out my shorts as well. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you for watching.